up, guys? It is Dylan here. Today I will be going over a technical analysis on the ticker symbol PLUG plug powers. Before we get into it, I just want to let you guys know that I am bullish on plug, as I do see EVs being a very huge thing in the future. I do think we all will transition to that, as we do know over half the car dealerships are going to switch to EVs. And these guys have charging stations and such. I do think it's a bullish company, but this isn't a due diligence video. This is a technical analysis video. So we will hop right into that right now. So you can see support at the 1780, 2311, 2670, and $30.14. The nearest support I've marked up is at 3404. Actually, sorry, let me correct myself right there. It is at the 3380 mark, which we currently are a hair above. But regardless, we are dancing on that support. It is very close. So keep an eye on that rough mark. We will look at the volume right now. You do see that we had a lot of volume coming into this huge spike right here. Had a few runaway gaps, ran off that. The market sell-off forced us to fill in those. Well, it could have not been for the market sell-off, but we filled in them nonetheless. Okay, so then the RSI is at 38, which is very undersold. It is kind of snapped out a little bit. I don't know what just happened to my RSI, but it did snap out, so that is good. On the MACD, we have been in a death cross since 1/29/2021, so technically that is around 2 months now. I'm going to say around a month and a half or 5 weeks trading business day time. But yeah, so definitely keep an eye on the MACD, because it has been very flat. We were in a death cross for a long time. We got out of it. Probably head faked a lot of people, as you did see when the MACD finally ended. You got a lot of buyers that stepped in. It reversed though, and it just went flat. The blue is over the orange, so that is bearish, but we are really tightening out on that. And if we do get a very nice run like we did see today, it literally would just take one of those runs potentially to reverse that. You do see a little bit of a bullish engulfing pattern on the daily, so that is a bullish sign when the candle completely engulfs the previous candle. This is generally a bullish indicator, so keep an eye on that. That is huge potentially. So we are below the 9-day EMA on the daily, which is more of a short-term support/resistance. We did lose that all the way around $45, and we've just been fighting that since. We had a little bit of a bullish engulfing pattern right here, ripped up, got rejected, came right back down, rejected, and we have this dynamic resistance, which we did break today, which is nice. You do like to see that. We are approaching the 200-day EMA, which is my favorite support/resistance, so I do think this will hold up pretty nice as a support, and if it doesn't, then I do think it'll be a very stubborn resistance. Okay, so with all that being said, let's go right over to the 1 hourly, just so we get a more minute point of things. So you do see that I do have a descending wedge here. So you have a support. Let me just move this line just a little bit. So you have a descending support, 1 touch point, 3 touch point, 4 touch point, so around 5 touch points or so. So that is a valid level of downward support along the resistance, which is very valid. We have been fighting that each time we seem to come up and test that over the last week or two. We have been rejected, but today we got a nice break over that. So this is a break of a descending wedge, and I do think it is likely that you could see a potential run up to around at least the 200-day EMA, and I think we will come and test that on the 1 hourly. Keep an eye on that big time, guys. This is the most well-respected line, in my opinion. I think a big majority of the traders use this, and that's why it's so well-respected, and the data on that moving average is spectacular. We are at 67 in kind of a flat motion right now, so we do want to see that snap out. If we do get over 70, that will be oversold, and that could be an indication that the momentum might die down. As you do see in the past, we do have a tendency to cap out around the 70 hardcore. So definitely keep an eye on that. But when we were in an upwards, very vicious bullish trend, sometimes it doesn't matter. So keep an eye on that nonetheless. The volume, nothing crazy, but a little bit of a upgrade from today from what we've seen over the last week or so. So if we see more volume pumped into this, this could be a potential another potential sign that we have a run up coming. you do see a decent amount of buying in the MACD on the 1 hourly. We did enter a golden cross down here right before we broke the downwards resistance. We have held that to this point. We want to maintain that. I'm going to head over to the 15-minute just to let you guys know that we did get a golden cross. Oh, I almost just dropped my my whatchamacallit, keyboard. That would have been bad. But anyways, we did enter a golden cross right here. You see this red that it went right over the green line right here. So that is a golden cross, and that is a bullish indicator. And the 15-minute is very common for day traders. So I'm sure they did see that, you know, potentially this little cup and handle. You see it come down just like a cup, bam, then have a handle breakout. So with the cup and handle, you know, some people will go like this and say, oh, there's a price target of $36. I don't like to do that. I don't like to force price targets. I like to make them very conservative, just so when I get to that point, I say, okay, well, just off my statistics and, you know, my style of doing this, cutting it down half, I normally do see a lot of momentum cooling down from there. So I think the $35 range is close. At least it's $34.29. I do think we will test that, but you know, if we do have a very bloody day in the market, it won't be surprising if we don't do that. But a minor pullback, and then we meet this downward support right here, come right back up, maybe test this 34.35, rip through it. It's not out of the question. There is a pretty large gap between the next resistance. It is at $38. I guess you could argue that there is some resistance around the 35.60 range or so, but I don't think it's too strong. You do see that I do have, I marked this up, when was this? A week and a half ago, we did enter a bearish cross. So the green went over the red right here, and that is a bearish sign. And we just got that confirmation on the 15-minutely, so we do want to maintain that. We are bullish in the short term of things on the 15-minutely and on the 200 AMA, but if we head over to the 1 hourly, it is close. We're really close from contesting it. I like the 1 hourly for more of a broad one, or the 4 hourly. You could say whatever, but regardless, I do think we do need to come up and meet this resistance, this 200-day MA. I think it will be stubborn, but I do think if it's not stubborn and we get over that, that could be a huge turning point, as we have been under this for, yeah, a long time now, almost a month, maybe 3 trading weeks. 100% keep an eye on that. We're going to go back over to the hourly just one last time. I'm going to delete all these lines just so I can get a more like less crowded version of, you know, the chart. So you could argue that there is this downwards resistance as well. So that could be something to keep an eye on if we do come down and reject that. 100%, but regardless, it was a nice break of the descending wedge. If we do come down for some reason and we do come and test that, if we do come down and test this line right here, this descending support, I do think this will hold up very well, this line right here. But yeah, with all that being said, I do think a golden cross could potentially be a very nice run up, as we have seen a 10.8% run up today, which is huge after a very just bad few weeks. You know, we had a lot of momentum coming in to the last few months before the market crash happened. So of course we took the highest hit down with the market, but I do think this descending wedge could be potentially a nice turning point for the stock. But if we do get rejected at the 200, then it could be the same story. So with that being said, I just want to let you guys know that I am making these daily. I really appreciate you sticking to this point of the video. I do hope you guys have a good day, and I do mean that genuinely. If you like the video, please like, subscribe. I'm not going to force you to do anything or be a beggar, but I really do appreciate you sticking to this point of the video. Please have a good day, guys, and I am out. Peace.